Hey, George, where are you? It's getting kind of late. George? Is everything okay? Nothing's happened, has it?
Ugh, why are you blowing up my phone?
What do you mean? You're not responding to me, so of course I'm going to be worried and text you.
All you're doing is being annoying. If I wanted to talk to you, I would've.
What has gotten into you?
What are you prating on about now? Nothing's wrong with me.
Okay, fine. Look, when are you getting home? I've prepared dinner, but it's getting kind of late, and it won't be much good soon. Me and Daisy have already eaten because we were hungry.
I get back when I get back.
What kind of answer is that?
The only one that you're getting.
You know what? Fine. I don't know what's gotten you into such a mood, but I've had enough of it. Get yourself something whilst you're out because I'm throwing this food away.
Wow, what a caring wife you are.
Hey, I've tried to ask you when you'll be back and been nothing but nice. But you've been a complete asshole, so I've given up. If you want to apologize, then we can start this evening over.
Why would I apologize to you? You should be the one saying sorry to me. I'm your husband and you should be doing whatever I say. It's what a good wife would do.
Excuse you?
You heard me. This isn't the first time you've acted out like this. I mean, you're constantly doing things to annoy me, such as not ironing my clothes. Not to mention the fact that you're always putting Daisy before me. It's getting quite annoying.
I can't believe what you're saying right now. Are you actually getting jealous over the fact that I'm caring for our daughter?
Well, yeah, she's 13 now. She can deal with things herself. You need to focus on me now and make me your priority.
What? 13 isn't old enough to do things for herself all the time. You, on the other hand, are a grown man. You don't need me babying you.
You made a vow when we got married that you would honor and serve me like a good and obedient wife should.
At no point in our marriage vows did I say anything like that at all. In fact, I believe our vows promised that we would treat each other with respect and equality, that we would share our burdens and help each other in whatever we do in life. But I can honestly say that you've done none of that.
Yes, I have. I make the money that you used to go and selfishly spoil yourself with. So you better be grateful, as I could just as easily take that money away. Then what would you do, huh? The least you could do is your wifely duties of housework and making sure everything is perfect when I get back after a long, hard day at work.
Ha! That's funny. You working hard? Last I heard, your boss was threatening to fire you as you're performing well below target and your attitude with the customers was abysmal. Well, at least it was with the woman. Figures.
Where'd you hear that?
I have friends, you know.
Well, it's not true. They're just trying to paint me out in a bad light, because they're jealous and intimidated by me.
I'm not some possession. I am my own person, so I'll talk to whoever I want. And anyway, if you're not even going to come home, then why should I bother sitting around waiting for you? You never think about me or Daisy. In fact, I doubt she even knows you're her dad with how absent you are. Tell me, are you even at work right now? Or are you somewhere you shouldn't be?
What are you implying? I'm hard at work and not doing whatever it is that you think I am. I see you need some time to reflect on your poor behavior. In that case, I'm leaving and I'm taking the money I make with me. I was gonna take you on a little getaway, but I guess it'll have to just be on my own who goes. You'll not receive a dime off of me until you apologize for how you behaved to me.
Oh no, whatever am I going to do without your constant moaning and sexist remarks?
Just you wait. You will soon realize how much you need me and my money and you will come crawling back to me. You just better hope I'm in the mood to forgive you.
Ha, it's funny. The remarks you've made today have had me laughing more than I ever have since I met you. If anyone is going to be begging the other one, it's going to be you. And I know for certain I'm not going to be taking you back.
We'll see. Have fun trying to survive when you can't pay the bills.
Whatever. Hey, Jill, do you mind if me and Daisy come and crash at your place for a little bit? I know it's a lot to ask, but it won't be for long. Just until I can afford a place for us to move to.
Hey, Beth. Yeah, of course you can. Is everything okay, though? What's happened to George?
I'm leaving him.
What?
Yeah. Last night was the last straw. He didn't come home after work, so I messaged him because I was worried. Well, then we got into this big argument where he basically said that I need to do whatever he tells me to because I'm his wife. Then, when I told him he was being ridiculous, he said that he was going on holiday and that he wasn't going to take me or Daisy with him. In fact, he didn't even mention Daisy. It was like he forgot about her entirely. Or ignored her.
Hang on. So he's gone on holiday by himself?
That's what he said. But me and you both know he's probably taken Alice with him.
Do you really think that he would do that to you? I mean, cheat so blatantly?
I really think he would. He's too stupid and egotistical to think that he'd get caught.
Jeez, what a scumbag. He has a kid as well.
Tell me about it.
Well, both you and Daisy are welcome in my home for as long as you need to stay. Do you have any idea what you're going to do next?
No, but I'll figure something out.
How's Daisy taking this?
To be completely honest, she's glad to get away from him. She said that she doesn't see George as her father, as he's never around, and when he is, he's a rubbish role model. She even told me that she thinks I could do better than him.
Oh, wow. Well, at least she's not asking you to stay with him.
Yeah, she's a good kid. Smart, too. I've just got to try my best for her now that it's just me raising her.
Just keep doing what you're doing. It's worked so far.
Haha, that's true. Anyway, we'll be around later today if that's okay. You don't need to worry about all of our stuff. We're putting it in storage.
Oh, that's okay. Bring what you need. Besides, it will be fun to have you both here. We can have girls' nights and everything.
I'll definitely need it. Thank you, though. You really are the bestest friend a girl can ask for.
It's nothing. But what about your house, though? What's going to happen with that?
Well, I pay all of the bills and mortgage on it, so I'll just sell it, I think. Use the money to buy a new place for me and Daisy.
So George doesn't pay any towards it?
Nope. I pay the mortgage and all of the other bills as well. George doesn't really contribute much to the house. He spends all of his money on drinking and gambling.
What a loser. You know, he once asked me for money, claiming that he needed it to support you because you got paid very little at your job.
Nope, he lied. I actually earn a lot more than George, so I was never in trouble.
I'm glad I didn't give him anything. I'd have given it to you if you had asked, but not him.
Me too. Lord knows you'd never have seen that money again.
Well, I think we should get him back for all of the horrible things he said and done to you.
What did you have in mind?
Well...
Hello, Bethany. Well, it's been a week. I'm back from my trip to Hawaii. It was truly beautiful there. I had an amazing time. What a shame you couldn't come with me. So, I bet you're about ready to apologize for your unruly attitude and beg for me to come home. Am I right?
George, has it really been a week already? I guess time really does fly when you're finally having fun.
What are you on about? You can't have been having fun. You should have been crying and begging for me to come back home. Oh, I see. You're just trying to make it seem like you were okay without me. You don't need to lie. We both know you were a wreck whilst I was gone. No need to worry, though. Once you apologize, I'll gladly come back home.
That's not the case at all. I can honestly say that I've loved every moment away from you and that I will be happy for the rest of my life knowing that I will never have to deal with you again after this.
What? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. With you gone, I was finally able to see that I deserve much better than you, and that you were actually holding me and Daisy back from a better life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the only thing in your life that makes it worthwhile. Without me, you're nothing.
See? It's that kind of negativity and vile abuse which I haven't missed.
Whatever. We can talk about it when I get back home. Make sure you have my dinner ready for me. I'll be there soon.
Well, I mean, good luck with that, considering I've changed all of the locks on the place, dumped all of your stuff on the streets for the bin man or whoever to take, and even put the house up for sale.
Huh?
Such intelligent vocabulary. If you didn't understand, which clearly your pea-sized brain didn't, me and Daisy have moved out, and I've put the house up for sale.
You did what?
Listed the house. Geez, try and keep up.
Why would you do that? That was my home.
Actually, it was mine and Daisy's home. My name was on the mortgage, and I paid all of the bills, so I could do whatever I wanted with it.
I'm still your husband, so I'm entitled to half of that money. Give it to me now.
What? Not even a please? Anyway, you're not entitled to anything. It was my money, and I've used it to buy me and Daisy a new place to live. Something much nicer than that old place, and in a nice location too. We move in next week.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, after your little tantrum, I asked Jill if me and Daisy could stay with her until we found a place to live. She said yes, and since then I've been arranging a new home for me and Daisy. Me and Daisy also booked a little trip right for the two of us. We used the money from the house.
How could you do this to me? You're my wife.
About that. You'll be receiving some papers in the post soon. Make sure to sign them.
What papers?
They're divorce papers. I finally had enough of you and I never want to see you again. You're a petty, sexist, and small man whose only joy in life is demeaning those around you. I'm sorry I wasted so much time on you already. Thankfully, I can start righting that wrong and start living my life to the full without you.
You won't be able to survive without me. You need my money to pay the bills. Also, I know you'll miss me. You can't live without me.
I can't live without a cheating scumbag? Yeah, that's not true in the slightest.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Did you honestly think that I wouldn't find out about Alice? I mean, you did a rubbish job of hiding her. It was almost like you wanted to get caught. Well, your wish has come true. You've been caught and now me and your daughter are leaving.
What? But I never meant for you to find out.
Yeah, I know. But find out I did. Although you've done me a favor there, to be honest. With you cheating on me, I'll be able to show the judge your infidelity and keep all of the money that I own.
Yeah, well, you'll be begging me for my money soon to pay for the bills.
George, sweetie, I earn more in 3 months than you do in an entire year. You're the one who needs me, not the other way around. And this time, I'm not going to bail you out of trouble. Make sure you sign those divorce papers, otherwise I'll have to get authorities involved. Oh, also, don't bother trying to contact Daisy. She doesn't want to talk to you right now. If she ever does decide that you're worth her time, then you need to wait for her to come to you. I won't stop you from seeing your daughter, as she is yours as well. However, I will also let her make her own choice about this. After all, you're not the best role model.
What? Yes, I am, Bethany.
Goodbye, George.
No, wait, Bethany. You can't just leave me like this. I'm your husband, so do what I say. Bethany?
The house sold quite quickly after putting it on the market, leaving George with no other option but to move into his mom's house, who wasn't very pleased with the situation. Once the divorce papers arrived at George's mom's house, he was reluctant to sign them at first. But after discussion with his mom, who saw my side of the story and supported it, he soon signed the papers for me. Once free, me and Daisy moved into our new home. It was a lovely little place, and I couldn't have asked for somewhere nicer. Although it might seem amazing simply because George no longer lives with us. Either way, me and Daisy are settling down nicely and are loving our new lives, just the two of us. As for George, last I heard he had been fired from his job due to his incompetence, and he had permanently moved back in with his mother. Although, how long that will last remains to be seen, as the older woman can't seem to stand him too much either. But what happens is up to him. All I can say is that I'm finally happy in my new life, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my days without a horrible, sexist man trying to order me about. Know your worth, ladies and gentlemen, and don't put up with abuse from anyone. You deserve to be loved for who you are.
How are you? I feel some pressure around my stomach, but overall I'm fine. It feels like the delivery is right around the corner. I'm glad you're fine. Ever since I got pregnant with the second child, my health has been all over the place. I know, right? I didn't have so much trouble with my health when I was pregnant with Anne. I guess it varies depending on the child. Is Anne fine? Is she feeling lonely? She often asks about you, Betty, wondering if you've already gone to bed when it gets night. But it seems like her joy of becoming a big sister outweighs that. While looking at the ultrasound photo of the baby, she keeps saying, I wish it would be born soon. I see. If she's looking forward to it that much, I guess it's reassuring. They often say that when a new baby is born, the older child tends to regress. I was a little worried about that. It should be fine. Anne is already a grade schooler after all. Right. Oh, by the way, what happened with the business trip? Did it get confirmed? Yes. I'm really sorry. The department head wants me as the project leader to go on this business trip. It can't be helped. You've been working really hard, hoping that if this project goes well, you might be able to get a promotion. And I've been working hard for that, Hans. I'm being counted on by the people at the company. I have to meet their expectations. So, as we discussed before, it wouldn't be right to leave Anne alone at home. So we can leave her at your parents' place while we go back to our hometown. Yes, I asked your parents too, and they seem more than happy. They seem happy to live with their grandchild for a month. They even said they take care of dropping her off at and picking her up from school. Is that okay? It's fine. They've just retired and have some free time. I'm sorry. This time, because of my circumstances, it's ended up being a childbirth in our hometown. If I could have helped a bit more with the house, it would have ended with your mother coming over like last time. Your parents' house isn't that far from ours. It's okay. It's easier for me at my parents' house. And there's also the matter of my health this time. I see. We'll be apart for a while, but let's try to get through this. I love you. Today the baby was moving around a lot, so energetic. It seems like it will be born soon. Really? I'm excited! Did you hear from Dad about the overnight stay? Yes! Dad is busy with work, right? That's right. We'll have to say goodbye to Dad for a while. Are you okay with that? Yes! I promise to play a lot with Dad when I get home. I'm fine. I see. Well then, Grandpa will come to pick you up tomorrow. Okay. Good morning. I'll be home around 3 p.m. Anne is so excited to see her dad after such a long time. Make sure you play with her a lot when we get back. I can't unlock the door. Can you open it? Aren't you home right now? I've changed the locks, so don't come back. Huh? What are you saying? Is this some sort of surprise? Don't come back. Wait, what's happening? Did something happen? Just let us in. It's starting to rain and the kids will get soaked. No way. This is not your house anymore. Just go away, okay? I don't understand. What on earth is happening? We're temporarily sheltering at a neighbor's house because of the rain. Can you explain what's going on? Explain? Think about it deep in your heart. What are you trying to say? You're not in your right mind if you're kicking out your own children. My children? Don't lie. Tell the truth. They're not really my kids, are they? What? I had a hunch from the first child. Anne doesn't look like me. The second one, who was just born, looks even less like me. That's when I knew. Wait, are you suggesting I cheated on you? What makes you say that? Getting heated like this just makes you look guilty. You used to adore Anne. Because I thought she was my child. I can't believe this. I'll contact my parents. I'll report to your parents too. What the hell are you trying to do? You're going to twist the story to suit you, aren't you? I'll do the explaining. You just babysit the brat. Brat? Anyway, don't come back today. Understood? Are we not allowed to come home? Daddy, what about our promise to play? Didn't we promise to play together when I get home? Did you and Mom have a fight? You need to make up. My teacher at school said so. When you fight, you have to say sorry. Listen, Anne. All of this is Mom's fault. Mom lied to Dad. Lied? Dad isn't your real dad, Anne. So don't call me Dad anymore. Brat. Hey, how can you say that to a child? Anne is shocked and crying. What happened to you over this past month? Nothing happened. I'm sane. Rather, I feel like I've returned to my true self. What's that supposed to mean? Was all that kindness a lie? Do you remember the vows we made at our wedding? To trust each other at all times. You said it too. Shut up. Be quiet. Don't contact me anymore. Wait. I can't possibly accept this. Hands. What do you mean they're not my kids? I see. I get it all now. The real reason why you've changed your mind. Huh? There's no real reason. The cause is you. You said you're taking shelter from the rain at a neighbor's house, right? At Davis's house, a mom friend. The house diagonally across from ours. So what? When we were visiting our hometown, Davis said she accidentally saw it when she was driving. You bringing a woman into her house. Just because you're cornered, don't start spouting nonsense. Or is it this? All the women are teaming up to push the responsibility on me. This is why I hate housewives. They have nothing better to do than spread ridiculous rumors. There's evidence. What? Davis's car dashcam. I checked just in case, and it was all clearly recorded. I was shocked when I saw the woman's face. Your ex-girlfriend, right? It was Angela, wasn't it? That was a colleague from work. It's not Angela. It's a case of mistaken identity. Angela and I went to the same high school and college. I saw her face often, and her distinctive mole hasn't changed since then. I wouldn't mistake her. Should we track down our friends from college and contact Angela? We can also send her the dashcam data and ask if it's her. Or we could hire a private detective. Enough already. I got it. Angela did come to our house. Are you happy now? That's not good enough. You were saying something about the kids. A little investigation will show that those two are indeed your children. Why would you say something so stupid? Explain it properly from your mouth. Shut up. What's with that tone? You sound like my mom. It's true that when women give birth, they transform into this creature called a mother. They lose all their appeal as the opposite sex. Even though Angela was so wonderful, it's a huge difference. You plotted against me to get together with Angela. Tried to divorce me under favorable conditions for you. If so, you're the worst. You said such terrible things to little Anne. You're an irredeemable scumbag. Shut up. You, after all, don't know anything about me. Don't make assumptions. Then speak up. Stop blabbering nonsense. Come on. I've been holding back all this time. Huh? Holding back? I never even liked kids. But playing the role of a good father was well received at work. In this day and age, you never know where information will leak from. So I had to keep up appearances at work, in front of my wife's family, and in front of our family. It was all for promotion. Living like that was suffocating. But the moment you all went back to your hometown, I felt that our cramped house suddenly became spacious. I could go out for a drink late at night, meet with friends. I hadn't had that kind of freedom since I was single. Is that why you ran into Angela again? Yeah, Angela hadn't changed at all. It was like my heart time-traveled back to my bachelor days. Every day was rosy. I was so happy. But when you guys came back, this fun time would disappear, and I'd be back to that suffocating life. That's why I kicked you guys out to prevent it. I see. So you're basically drunk on a momentary freedom, and your head is filled with fantasies. Looking at you now, you're clearly not sane. If you're convinced, that's just fine. Go ahead and leave me. That way I'm freed from the burden and can truly be free. Do what you want? I don't want to live with a man like you anyway. However, make sure you pay the child support, and I'll definitely be claiming alimony. Give as much as you like. It doesn't hurt or bother me at all. So it's an agreement between both parties. It's an amicable divorce. No more lingering issues. Let's not dig up the past ever again. Let's stop the unnecessary fights. You just don't want to go to court, right? It would only put you at a disadvantage. You're so low. Well, never mind. Betty, how are you doing? Who is this? It's me. It's Hans. You forgot about me? That's harsh. Ah, it's been a while. I was about to forget you. Rather, I prefer not to retain even a millimeter of memory concerning you. I was thinking it was about time you contacted. Were you waiting for my call? That's nice. Don't just interpret things in a way that suits you. I just thought it was about time you woke up and came crying back in a disgraceful manner. Did you enjoy your fleeting freedom? Is Angela doing well? Are you asking even though you know? Of course. I heard that Angela dumped you. Why? Why don't you tell me the reason? Well, Angela got angry because you sued me for alimony, and then we had a fight. I see, but that's natural, right? I told you clearly. I'll claim the alimony strictly. You agreed, didn't you? I didn't think that Angela would be charged too at that time. I didn't think that far. It's natural to claim alimony from a cheating husband and his lover, right? Ah, but you were like a drunk at that time, and your head was full of fantasies, so you couldn't think that far. You're right. I was out of my mind. Please. I want you to take me back. I returned to my old self. No, the family bonds you broke won't return just because of that. And we are divorced. We're strangers now. Please. I can't take it anymore. I can't stand going home. Even when I come home tired from work, the house is dirty, dark, and no meal is served. There's no family to welcome me home. I'm about to lose it from loneliness. Ah, I see. Really? Right now, I'm mentally quite unstable, and because of that, I'm not doing well at work. I can't keep my relationships as smooth as before. That's probably because your mental state, or rather the people at your company dislike you. The story that you're the scumbag who locked his wife and child out of the house has gotten around to your coworkers. Why? Don't tell me you deliberately ratted me out to the company. Don't mess with me. I told you it was an amicable divorce. I didn't do anything. Remember Davis, who let us take shelter during that incident? He seems to have spread the rumor. What? It seems like Davis knows someone who works at the same company as you. The rumor spread from that person throughout the company. There's a saying, no one can put a door on people's mouths. Your carefully built image is now shattered. I doubt you'd be fired, but it might impact your future. Oh, speaking of which, weren't there talks about a promotion? You're kidding. Betty. If things go on like this, my life will really be over. But if you guys are with me, I'm sure I can start over. I want to see the kids. I want to talk to Anne again. No. I've been saying all this. Why won't you listen to my request? Are you saying it's okay no matter what happens to me? You're heartless. Stop throwing a tantrum. Right now you're just like a baby. Hey, Mom? Did you talk to Dad? Yes. Did Dad say anything? He said he wants to see you guys. You know, do you still want to see Dad? I used to. Is it different now? I realized when I saw you and the grandparents talking, Dad did something bad, right? Yes, he did. He did something very terrible. You were very sad. And Mom was very sad too. Yes, I know. I saw Mom crying in the middle of the night. My school teacher said, if you fight, you have to apologize and make up. But if you do something very bad, even if you say sorry, you won't be forgiven. Dad did something like that, right? So I won't see Dad until he really regrets it. Is that okay? Yes. I want Dad to really reflect on it. I see. You're an adult, aren't you? Probably the most adult in the family. When Han's father learned of what we had suffered at the hands of Hans, he was understandably furious. Hans was disowned by his father, ensuring that he would receive no further assistance, regardless of what might happen in the future. Whether influenced by the rumors circulating at work, soon Hans was demoted and relocated to a remote rural area. His chances of promotion were cut off, and it seems his salary was reduced as well. But given that he needs to pay child support, quitting his job isn't really an option. Until Anne can find it in her heart to forgive him, Han's Days of Atonement will continue. As for me, I'm helping out at the company my father runs, while studying for a caregiver qualification. This is an effort to secure a higher paying job. My youngest is still small, which can be difficult, but Anne has been a huge help, taking care of my little sister like a second mother. From now on, we three women plan to support each other and carry on.